The following program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.
Welcome to Ttys, the teen voice in our thoughts.
Our opinions on the world and what we face today.
Tune in for other fun segments with our show like teen travel, sports, video games, and app reviews.
Teen fashion, movie reviews, and teens that make a difference.
I'm Lexi.
Nico.
Justin.
And I'm Sydney.
Welcome to Ttys.
And I can feel inside of me that this season is mine. Whoa, whoa. Feels so good to be alive. The sun upon my face. This is my year.
Welcome to Ttys. Today we're going to dive deep into the conversation about drugs because this is something that is facing us as teens today.
Yeah, we'll start from the ground up talking about learning about it in grade school and experiencing it now as teens.
We're going to go over what works, what doesn't work, and what we're tired of hearing.
So join our conversation, and we really hope that this encourages discussion at home.
So I mentioned we should start from the ground up. So when you were younger, in like grade school, I think it was maybe like 5th or 6th grade, we started talking about, how to say no to drugs, and like we have like DARE organizations, or what the organization you had, what was it called?
SAD,
Students
yeah. Against Destructive Decisions.
Right, and so there's like all these kind of places that are coming and telling you, you're going to be pressured in high school, this is what's going to happen, this is how to say no.
Yeah,
Really,
it is all about peer pressure to them.
that's what we learn. And I think that when we grow older, we're seeing kind of that's not really what it's about. It's not about the pressure. You don't really see people, they don't care. They'll offer to you like, hey, you want to smoke or something? You want like a drink or something? And you just say no.
And
if
if
like,
you say no, they
okay.
totally respect that.
Nobody's going to say, do it. Like,
yeah, so in
cool.
schools
Nobody
they're
cares.
saying people are going to pressure you, blah, blah, blah. No, it's really
not how it
about
is.
whether as a person you want to try it or if you don't want to try it. So I think it needs to be more about, telling each student that they shouldn't need to risk their lives to try these things instead of peer pressure.
Exactly.
And I started learning it actually in like 3rd and 4th grade with puppets.
Yeah.
They make it like fun, which,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about that age, it kind of is helpful. But at the same time, we need to know the facts,
Because I don't think making it fun helps in any way, shape, or form because it's such a serious topic.
They're 3rd graders. They need to...
I agree that to some extent it needs to be toned down, but it shouldn't be a fun experience because then it almost drives you towards it.
Of
Well,
course,
I see my school doing a ton of fun things with against drugs and everything. For example, they decorated the doors and they would have fun anti-drug sayings, and I think that that's great. Awareness everywhere in a good way. I think that's good, but then obviously have the facts about the drugs and talk about that as well. But I do think at a young age that, as much as we can, putting that in front of them, putting anti-drugs in front of them would be
Yeah, I agree with you to an extent. I think that, especially if you think about it, how do you learn when you're in that, and just regularly in school? You learn by, pictures and drawings and, group work activities. So I think definitely to get the kids listening, that might be, a little gimmick to, hey, listen up, this is important. But I think once you get their attention, you really need to let them know, this is what it is. I knew how to say no to somebody, but I did not know what I was saying no to. Yeah. I don't know what the drugs are. I don't know what their names are. I have no idea what
That's
they
true.
do to me.
Even
I don't
now,
know what their effects are.
I feel like I'm not educated on this, and I think it'd be helpful in school if they would educate us.
Yeah.
In a lot of our pop songs now, they have a lot of drug references, and a lot of the time, I don't even know what
You
they
won't
mean.
notice. You'll just be singing along. You're
and then you're like,
and then you're like, wait,
yeah, and you're
I didn't know that meant
Yeah.
that. Because I do think that they should educate us on these drugs.
We don't know now.
And we're certainly misinformed. We just think of a drug as a drug, and that's all we know about it. And I think if we dive deeper, it gives us such a richer understanding, so we truly know what we're up against.
Yeah, like whenever I went to middle school, like whenever they did like the drugs thing, I'm like, what's that drug? All I learned was like was cigarettes and alcohol. It's like, well, what's that drug and all that? And they're like saying, oh yeah, you should already know about this. It's like, I don't even know what the name is.
The information we get, they're bad for you, don't do them, say no. We don't know what it is. We don't know what we're saying no to. Like really, and I think a lot of people are like, oh, these are just kids. We don't want them to know what they are. But how do you expect us to really make a good judgment, a good decision in our moral lives?
And if we did
don't
know the facts on them, I feel like that would cause a lot of teens to stay away from them more.
I agree. I really
Because
do.
who would possibly want to put themselves up to that risk? That's
And as we get older, we're seeing the effects of these because people are dying and it's tearing up families. And I think if we truly look at that and how it affects us, that'll have a greater impact on us than it just the way they're teaching it now.
I agree, 100%.
Like whenever like if like a friend dies, then it gets real. Like if like you're if like your group doing it and then one of your friends like dies from the side effects, it's like then it gets real for them, but maybe not to everyone else because they weren't friends with them and they just think of it as just another story, but really it's just another life being taken away.
absolutely.
I think that another thing is when things like this happen in our culture, even like in our personal lives, if you know someone that has this issue in your family or something, drug or alcohol abuse, whatever it is, I think that a lot of parents tend to kind of cover that up, like, oh, she's sick, he's sick, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even like if they pass away or anything, like a lot of kids aren't getting the full detail. Like these are your family members, these are idols in society, like celebrities and things like that. I think that their lives, however unfortunate and tragic it is that they had to be taken from us, I think we need to learn from it. Like it's there, we need to acknowledge it, because why do we take history classes? We don't want history to repeat itself. I think if we learn about it and we keep remembering it, then I think it could help the amount of deaths to drug and alcohol abuse every year.
And I think the most influential thing is when these people get out there and they share their stories, and there are people that go around to different high schools and share their stories, and it's on the news. And I think personally that really helps me like make my decision very like with informed information, because we know what we're up against.
Yeah, we had a girl come in and talk about an experience. She was in a car crash with her best friend from a drunk driver hitting them, and the drunk driver was from their school. So that really, everyone was just in silence and like in disbelief after she came in and told her story. That's an effective way of teaching this. And it was with the Students Against Destructive Decisions the week of prom. So I think that these are, you know, what really is going to sway our decisions.
Like it's like a picture, like some kids can just look away from the picture, but like whenever they see the person in front of them,
They hear their experience, they relate.
yeah.
And what's really sad is that it takes a tragic event to truly understand how damaging it is.
But, I mean, of course, it's always sad. You can always look at it like that. But I think another thing is a lot of adults, and even us, like, we live in such times where every day on the news we're seeing, like, everything, like, bad happening. Like, we know that there's things happening in the world that we should be aware of. And I think a lot of times it's brushed under, the carpet. It's just, like, we're not going to talk about it. And I think that's an issue. I think people need to realize, like, time's changing. We need to know this. Because this is what we're going to face. How are we going to learn how to make good decisions if people keep hiding it from us?
Like whenever, like I said, in middle school, whenever they, like it was only an hour, this like seminar, I've learned more from that than 2 years of learning from like any other kind of organization. Like I've learned all kinds of drugs, their side effects, what they are. And
That's what needs to happen.
You're not as pressured as they make you feel when they're teaching you about these drugs. They always say, oh, just say no, they're going to try to peer pressure you, but that's not really the case. If you say no, then they're just fine with it and they walk away, and that's cool, then you won't come with us to this party or whatever. But even at a party, if you say no,
They're like, all right, fine.
they don't care.
They're like,
not
here,
gonna
you want
hold
a
it
soda?
against you. They don't hold it against you at all.
And they teach it as if like no is the hardest decision, and they teach techniques on how to say no, but it's
really
a
simple.
2-letter word.
Yeah.
No, that's all you
we
have
know how to say no.
And the thing that, like, oh, they're gonna just, like, kill you, they're gonna say, do it, you're not cool if you don't do it.
Oh, no one
It's
has
not
ever
like
said
that.
that you're not.
I've never experienced that. I've been in situations where I could just say, hey, yeah, no, I'm okay, thank you, though, I don't drink. And they're like, all right, cool. And they just don't care at all.
They don't care.
And what's really sad is that they teach us as if like no is such a bad decision and that people won't think you're cool, but now in today's
People
society,
respect you.
it's cool and respectable when you say no.
Yeah, and it's not even like they really care
They
what
don't
you're doing.
care.
As long as they get to party and do what they want to
Yeah.
do, they're not
Yeah.
going to be concerned with
They
what you're
just let you do your own thing,
Yeah.
and they make it such a huge deal. Like they're gonna pressure you, and then you're not gonna be cool if you
doing. We really don't see that. What we need to
participate.
know is like, okay, if I do this, what's going to affect, how is my health going to be affected? How is my future going to be affected?
Yeah.
We don't know those things because all we know is to say no.
And what's unfortunate is we're seeing such mixed messages. I was just in Colorado and every shirt says, I got high in Colorado, and it makes a joke out of it, and these kids think it's funny to promote that stuff, and it's not, which is why I encourage parents to do their research and learn the names of these things, because the more they know, the better it is that they can prevent their children from making these bad decisions.
I'm glad we got to discuss this important topic. Stay tuned for more TTYS after this break.
All of the hair and makeup on TTYS is done by the wonderful ladies at Philip Felicity. They're definitely a cut above the rest.
Hi, I'm Max, and this season you're gonna see my face all over. Sorry, Justin. You're gonna see my face all over the show, and it's gonna be hidden somewhere. And we're gonna have a contest for you guys to try to find it. And the winner's gonna get a pair of Beats headphones. Ooh. You guys can find out more info on the challenge at ttystv.com.
Hey everyone, we're here with Rachel for another live performance. Rachel, what will you be singing?
Tonight I'm going to be singing Only in My Dreams.
Somebody like you will never see me. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Teresa.
And I'm Eve, and today we'll be showing you some makeup dupes. To start off, I'll be showing you the higher end version of a makeup product, and then I'll be showing you the lower end version, like a drugstore product per se. Now first, this is the Miley Cyrus Viva Glam from MAC, and I'll do a swatch on my wrist. It's a very bright pink. And to match that, I took the Revlon Matte Balm in 205 Elusive, and it is an identical match to the same finish, same everything about the lipstick, even the longevity of it. And $17 versus $5, it's hard to compare.
Yeah, I can't beat that. Another dupe we have for you is some gel liner. We have here the Smashbox gel liner, which costs $22, and this one's by L'Oreal, which costs $9. So there's a nice price difference there. And if you look, they're practically the same color. So it's like, why would you spend that much money when you can get it for
They
better
definitely
price?
work the same.
Yeah.
Amazing gel liners. And there have been a lot of controversy about the Kylie Cosmetics and the formula being copied. And I have found that to not necessarily be true, but be very suspicious about it. And it's a chocolate brown color for Dolce K. And then for this one, the NYX Liquid Suede in Sandstorm is extremely similar in consistency and color.
Yeah, they're practically the same.
With $29 for the Kylie Cosmetics and $7 for the NYX.
All right, another one we have for you is this is a lipstick by Lime Crime. It is in the shade Retro Futurist, and it's like a red color. So I'll do a swatch of that. This one is on the market for $18 versus this one by Maybelline, which is the shade 630 Red Revolution, and this one's only $7.50, and they are practically the same shade.
Definitely. As for concealers, I have had a hard time finding a concealer that I love, but I found it in this one, the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. It goes for $29, and you can find it at close to all makeup stores. And the consistency is very creamy and just like a thicker coverage, so it gives you a more full effect. And very close to it is the Maybelline Fit Me, and it is in the shade 25 Moyen. And the consistency is once again extremely creamy and thick, and it covers the exact same way, and I love them both.
The last dupe we have for you today is some foundation. So this one's our higher end one. It's by the brand Makeup Forever, and it's their Ultra HD foundation. This one retails for $43, so it's pretty pricey, but it's obviously high quality. But we found that there is a very similar dupe by Revlon for only $12, and it looks like it has just about the same coverage, about the same color. So we found out that if you bought all of these products here, comparing the price of all of the higher end products together to the price of the lower end products, it's like $110.50 difference. So you could definitely save a lot of money buying these dupes that we have here.
That is totally insane, and the quality of all the products are absolutely amazing. But if you like to splurge on yourself with makeup, then get the higher end. It doesn't really matter, whichever you choose. So, we'll talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and you're watching In the Kitchen with Jessica. Hi, I'm Jessica, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Jessica. Today we have Sydney with us and she's going to help us make a super yummy gluten-free pasta.
I'm really excited about this one because not only is it gluten-free, but it's also vegetarian, and I haven't eaten meat in 3 years, so that's going to be awesome for me. And I know so many people these days that are gluten-free, like Lexi, as you know, is gluten-free. My dad just found out he's gluten-free, so this is a great alternative to like something that's going to make people feel sick if they have a gluten aversion.
Definitely. So all we need for this recipe is some heavy cream, some gluten-free pasta, and then we have peas and mushrooms, and olive oil to saute it all together.
Yay, I'm so excited to make this.
So the water's boiling on the stove. Should we go over and cook the pasta?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, so now we're at the stove, and we just put the pasta in the pot, and it's cooking right now. But while we're waiting, we're going to saute the mushrooms in the pan.
I love mushrooms. They're probably one of my favorite vegetables.
Yeah, they're so good.
So how long would you say that you're going to saute these?
Just a couple minutes. Just
Okay, just until like they're like, what would you say, like looking at like a little darker?
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. Do you like to cook mushrooms? Like, what's your favorite like thing to cook?
I don't know. I think mushrooms are a great way to add flavor to.
Yeah, that's so true. I do find that like in all the pastas that I have, there's usually like mushrooms that go out together, and that's always like a nice little add of flavor.
And then after this, we're just going to add our cream and peas in, and then we can put it all together.
Yeah.
All right, so we added in our cream and our peas, and we added a little bit of salt and pepper for flavor, and we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Hi there. Is your morning cup of joe harming your health or is it improving your health? Well, $1,000,000 question, right? Well, and the answer is it depends. There's a lot of factors involved in choosing the right coffee and having a coffee that benefits you versus a coffee that is not improving your health. Well, but where do we start? So, well, first of all, there are a lot of benefits to good coffee. Coffee is pretty much the #1 source of antioxidants for most Americans. So it's a really great source of antioxidants in the diet. It also has a lot of other benefits. The caffeine helps us to wake us up in the morning, and it's such a warming, nice thing to wake your brain up and to get your day started. However, not all coffees are created equal, and there's definitely some coffees out there that you want to avoid. So tell them more, Selena.
So most conventional coffee contains something called mycotoxins, and what they are toxins that come from mold. So yes, you heard me, your coffee that you're probably drinking right now could possibly contain these toxins that are not good for your health by any means. So you want to take this into consideration when you're choosing the brand of coffee that you're drinking. So here at Revelation Health, we choose the Kamano coffee specifically because it's certified organic. It's also what we call shade-grown coffee. So the shade-grown coffee actually takes twice as long to actually mature and be ready to be made into coffee. It's made with 100% Arabica beans, and this actually, the entire process of being shade grown and being made with Arabica beans gives you a smoother, more gentle cup of joe in the morning.
Yeah, it's much less acidic as well. It has a really smooth flavor and it's super delicious. Now, if you really want to upgrade your coffee, your Kamano Island coffee, add in some healthy fat, some healthy butter oil, some coconut oil, MCT oil, even a little stevia to sweeten it. All of those are going to be great upgrades to make your morning cup of joe super healthy. So if you want to learn more about how to incorporate coffee into your healthy diet and lifestyle, come into Revelation Health. We'll give you a free health evaluation, talk to you about any health challenges that are going on, learn more about you, and help guide you to natural solutions to feeling your best. So come in soon, and thanks for watching.
Alright, so our sauce has been cooking for about 5 minutes, and we've been stirring it pretty much the whole time. And we just took our pasta out of the pot. Do you want to hold this while I... So we're going to put our pasta just right into the sauce.
And just stir it in there?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this looks so yummy. Make sure I get the sauce as far away as I can in there. This is gonna be so delicious. And the noodles look delicious despite them being gluten-free. Like, they look really good.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to try this. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so after this, we're just gonna plate it and take it over and try it.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Me too. All right, so we just put our pasta in the bowls. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna add some cheese onto mine because I love anything cheesy.
Me too.
Yep.
Thank you.
And like I was mentioning earlier, you can always add like sausage and anything else in here. Just add it and make it your own if you didn't want a vegetarian version.
Definitely.
All right, are you ready?
Yes. It's so good.
Yeah, I love this. Wow, thank you so much for having me on and teaching me how to cook this.
Of course. To find recipes like this, you can go to ttystv.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Hey guys, be sure to check out our new TTYS merchandise on our website. And remember, our show is not possible without you guys. So if you're looking to sponsor us, please go to our website at ttystv.com.
Check out our website at ttystv.com for information on our Teen Drug Awareness Day. Be sure to check out for updates.
Another day is dawning, a new song on the air. A brand new hope is forming, adventure take me there. It's a new day for me. I feel it in my bones, I feel alive, I am set free. It's a new day for me. Nothing in this world will interfere. This is my year. I've been watching closely now, been looking for a sign. And I can feel inside of me that this season is mine. Sun upon my face.
The previous program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.